All right, so these are Jade's games, and our character is that little guy in the left-hand corner moving around. I can't remember if the big dogs, yeah, big dogs are bad, don't run into the big dogs. So one of the things you may have noticed in Jade's game is the giant word Jade across the top. She definitely liked to put her name in the games, which was really funny. So let's scooch along the bottom here. Let's see. Oh, wow, look at that. There's all kinds of little ones underneath there. Let's see what this is over here. So she's got like a little party area. I walked right through the door, although I'm not sure how you were supposed to get the key if you didn't walk through the door. So the key unlocks the door. She's got a little cake area over there. So that's really cool. So I don't know what happens when you get to the end. Oh, I guess there really isn't an end. So maybe that cake thing was the end. But Jade, she did all kinds of cool games, and she did our winter code or gaming boot camp that we had at Sioux Falls Christian a couple years ago. So she actually had some experience with the platform already. I remember this game, although I don't know that you can get past this thing. This might just be a game work in progress. I'm not sure what she had in mind. Yeah, sometimes the games just weren't playable. Whoops, I fell off the ledge. But Jade, she had all kinds of really cool things that she added in. Whoops, I just clicked the same one again. Let's try this again. We're at week 13. She had all kinds of really cool things that she would add, and on her race car one here, we'll see this one right here. One of the things that she figured out is that you could take your car and you could spin donuts, and you could just hold it down like this, and it would just go in circles, and she thought that was super cool. And there wasn't enough room on the track for donuts, and so she actually created this donut area. And these yellow cars are just for show. You can't actually run into them or anything. But anyway, I thought that was super cool. She ended up spinning all the, oh, I guess you can't run into the blue cars. She ended up having all, so instead of just having them move back and forth, she also had them rotate, just all kinds of really cool creativity. Loved what she did on those games. So let's see what week 15 was. Okay, so this is our exploding presents, and she's got a really cool background. Now you'll see the presents are rotating through all of the different images. She's got it set. She didn't set the speed to 0, so they're actually cycling through all of them. And you'll also notice, instead of blowing up, they actually are spewing candy everywhere, which is cool. All right, so let's see what else we got. 17. This is probably the tank game. Yep, all right. And her tanks are unicorns. And it looks like they're facing the wrong direction, and we can't shoot them. All right, so this game may not work very well, but. All right, so there's the one escaped. Now, one of the things that I always encourage the girls on is, rather than using a tank to go ahead and do something like a unicorn or something. I mean, most of them were boys, and a lot of the video games are very boy-centric, but I wanted to encourage them to kind of bring in their own creativity and their own thing. So I'd always encourage them to use things like rainbows or butterflies or whatever it is that they want. That was the same game, as part of it. And that's the whole point of building games, is to build them with your own image and your own mind and what you think is cool. So here's Jade. So she actually just has a Pac-Man character, and she also changed it. Oh, I guess there we go. And her Pac-Man was a little bit different than the other ones because she did hers before we did the Pac-Man character. So her Pac-Man is just 8 direction. Well, let's see if I can go on. All right, and then as you can see, she's very much into Pac-Man, so very Pac-Man themed. Can't remember what happens when you go down here. Oh, I guess nothing. And so a lot of her games had Pac-Man themes to them. I think those were her only levels. Oh no, here we go. It's a Pac-Man themed Pac-Man theme. Oh, and then there's the final level, and you'll know that because it says final. Excellent. Well, good. So there's Jade's. That was all of her games.